Okay, I'll start recording our conversation, our lesson. Now, hello everybody once again. Nice to see you actually in here. So let us start. Last time we stopped in the lecture 4. It was about to finish. Some couple things left related to retail products of Islamic banking. And guys, can you hear my voice clearly? Yes, we'll have PPT. I'm gonna share it, definitely. I'm gonna share the slides. Don't worry, Gauhar. Okay, I'm gonna share. I'm just trying to get introduced what we're gonna do with, and then gonna share the screen with mine. Okay, 8 people in here. Good. Now. I'm sharing the screen. Now, can you see the slides? I think you can see it. Yes, you can see it. That's great. Then I'll make it like this. Going back. Okay, just to remind you what's been up to we actually. Here, there are 6 types of Islamic retail products. They're home financing, vehicle financing, personal financing, goods finance, credit cards, and Islamic bank account. So far, we've done with the home finance and vehicle finance and the personal financing. Okay, who lastly joined us? Please mute. Okay, I'll put myself to mute. Azamat and Ademi, welcome guys too. Now, lastly, we did home finance and the vehicle and personal financing. We said that the home finance and the vehicle finance, they're same, using different methods to calculate this financing issue. Now that we are moving to the 4th, the goods financing and the credit cards financing and Islamic bank accounts. These are the 3 left actually that we're should deal with. So at the end of this lecture, when I cover it, we're gonna go through the article that you are going to write it. Okay, now coming to the personal financing. In the personal financing, we said it has got 3 parts. It's service ijara, tavaruk, and ENA. We all know the definition of these 3 contracts of Islamic financing in retail products related to personal financing. There's no need to explain it. We already explained it in this chapter. Okay. I'm just skipping it. Now we're coming to the Islamic goods product here. So in Islamic goods financing is the financing specific goods and is generally done in 2 contracts. It's murabaha and musawama. As you know, the murabaha, it is a cost plus financing. So the Islamic bank sells the goods on a credit basis, like on a deferred basis, with some condition, with very important condition, and that condition, you know, is to disclose the information to the customer. But when it comes to the musawama, it is more or less same with the murabaha, but with one difference. In musawama, they do not disclose the profit and the cost. So they're giving just one price and they're selling a deferred payment. It can be paid in installments or it can be paid as a lump sum in the future time. But it should be negotiated between customer and the Islamic bank. Okay, this is Islamic goods financing. Any questions? Coming to the credit cards, you know the credit cards, how they work. If you go to the conventional bank, they give you a card where they put some limit, let's say up to 50,000 tenge or 10,000 bags, whatever the case, and they tell you you can use it, and then once month ends, you have to fill it. Somebody joins. Saida. Okay. It means that online education is more efficient, that everybody is attending the class. Okay. So basically how the credit cards works, you all know. By the way, if you will have any question, you unmute your microphone and ask the question, okay? Or you can just type in the chatting box in here. I can see it easily. So which way you prefer, it's up to you. So the credit cards is issued by conventional banks. You use it, you at the end of the month, you just fill it up. However, if you delay in payment, in filling up the due amount, then you will be charged some penalties. They are not big, but they are still charged if you're late for 1 day or just some hours specified by the bank. But when it comes to the Islamic bank, it is very, very important to follow the Sharia regulation, which is the most important part of this credit card issuance in Islamic bank, is try to not to be involved in an interest-based credit card. And we know it's clearly prohibited in Islamic banking. So that's why we're gonna use two types of credit cards in here by Islamic banks. One is Ujra-based credit card. The other one is Tavaruk-based credit card. I'm gonna just explain what is the Ujra-based and what is the Tavaruk. But these both are not, how can I say, involving the interest rate. What you know from the beginning that I was telling you that Tavaruk by some scholars is not encouraged like this. By some scholars, they say it is not convenient to use because still it depends on the intention why you're using. Do you remember the Tavaruk, guys? Just give me a hint that you remember. Yes, no. Okay. If you remember the Tawaruk, then this Tawaruk type of product is kind of allowed and kind of is not encouraged by the Islamic bank, by Islamic scholars in Islamic financing. So when it comes, hello, some technical issue. Wait, sorry. So Ujra-based credit card, it is just meaning the payment for the services that is offered by Islamic bank. The person or institution can render the services for a wage. So Ujra comes actually from the word ijara. So they give you the cards. For example, that card will have some monthly fee that you have to pay to the bank. So no matter you are using or not, but you are paying. That fee, it doesn't necessarily mean it is the expense for you. When you pay that fee, as a result, you get some services. Like, let's say if you've got a car, they give you the services like recovery vehicle services, like you can fill up your car engine or you can change your car engine's oil for free in one specific companies, like by paying this monthly fee, or to receive some discounts, big discounts in restaurants, or to access the airport lounge in any country that you're located in actually. So whenever you go to airport or if you're traveling from one country to another country and you're using the transfer points, there is a long point in airport where you can go and sit and enjoy the meal, the TV, the free internet, and free of printing, and everything is available there just to feel yourself comfortable. So if you're having this credit card and they will give you this type of services. However, you pay some flat monthly fee. That does not depend on the amount what you used of the money. It depends of just applying for that card. It's a kind of fee that just using this card, not the amount. Okay. In return, just paying this fee, in return, you receive some services, like in cars, as I told you, in restaurants, in any type of services. So there is no something very certain. So it may change from one bank to another bank. I'm talking about the Islamic banks. So
I have a question.
Yes, please.
So is there any limitation in terms of how much money we can spend, or no?
Yes, of course. Every credit card, the principle of the credit cards, they've got a limit. You cannot spend as much as you can. So every person is given some certain limits. Let's say Al-Nur is given $10,000, Gauhar is given $15,000. This limitation is given to the clients according to the salary they earn or according to the profit they generate while doing some businesses. Okay. This is Ujra-based credit card. For example, in first, how it works in calculation, Islamic Bank makes a credit amount of $10,000 available as a card to the customer. By the way, this credit card is based on the Cardul Hasan. You remember what is the Cardul Hasan? Cardul Hasan, it's a loan without interest. It's a good loan that does not require any interest. So you're provided a loan, you don't have to pay any extra amount on that loan. So Islamic Bank, secondly, issues the plastic where the relevant services made, access to the card holder, under the service ijara agreement, like Ujra credit card. And the third step, like the customer pays a fixed monthly payment. In return, he receives or she receives different types of services that he can get some benefit on it, as I gave you the example before. And fourth, the customer repays in full or part the utilized credit. It depends on the agreement. If you purchase some item on an installment, let's say 4 installments, then you're going to pay in 4 installments. However, you're not going to overpay. You're exactly going to pay whatever the price of that item is. Not more than this. Whatever you pay only the monthly fee. And paying that monthly fee, you're receiving some benefits in return. Okay, coming to Tawarruk, and we know what is the Tawarruk, is purchasing one commodity and reselling to another person, to the third party, with a purpose to get some cash. Yes, please, raise that question. What is that question? Al-Nur, you can unmute your microphone and ask like this if you want, or just write it. How's that? How the fee is calculated is it's based on it change. There is no certain way of calculation. They say you're gonna pay, let's say, $100 or $10 per month for that card. That's it. No, it's not negotiable. You cannot negotiate the fee. The fee is you're paying just for using it, using the card. It's not a big amount, but still there is a fee. So on Tawarruk, what is the case? On the Tawarruk credit card base is you're given a credit card as a plastic. Then what happens? You're buying, Islamic banks sells you a product, any commodity on a different base. on a cost plus financing, whatever the case, like they are selling it, okay, on murabah agreement. So this Tavaro credit card can be based on murabah agreement. So they are selling or on muasawama. So when they sell you, you are then reselling to a third party to get a money from it. So you get the money from the third party and using it, but you have to pay back the money to the bank, which is based on the murabaha agreement. Okay, let me just. So first, bank sells you, this is you, the commodity. Then you resell to the third party. Okay, you resell it. When you resell it, in return, you receive the money. And that money you pay in installment to the bank that you agreed before buying the commodity. Okay? Do you have any questions? If you don't raise any question, it means that you don't have any questions. Okay, let's move further. Okay, how the credit card it works in here. So first of all, Islamic Bank buys a commodity from the market, Islamic banking and finance. The customer wishes to apply for credit card and requires 10,000 amount as a credit limit along the 24 months validity. So they put you the validity installments up to what months or up to what years you will be able to buy a specific items. Like, for example, they assign it 24 months. Then Islamic Bank assess the credit worthiness of that customer, whether the customer is capable or not. And based on murabaha agreement, they tell you, okay, you will be entitled with murabaha to pay back $11,000 in 24 months. $10,000 is your limitation, and 10% of this $10,000, it will be the profit margin. So cost plus financing on specific product that the bank is going to buy. After executing the commodity murabaha agreement, the customer sells or resell the purchased commodity to a third party to get asked money. And the amount that he sells it is about $10,000. Okay? This sale proceed is credited in the Islamic Bank's customer account. Now the customer has got the right to use it. However, he will pay in installments the commodity that he purchased from the bank. Let's say he agreed he's gonna pay in 5 years in installments. He knows the cost, he knows the profit, cost plus financing. On the sixth step, the customer is allowed to deposit in the above account on the condition that the customer can withdraw and use the money only through the credit card issued by the bank and shall pay the certain amount, say at least 5% of utilized amount every month. So total murabaha profit, which is $1,000, will be paid by the customer to the bank on monthly basis, which becomes $41, let's say, 24 months, etc. And while the cost price is 10,000, will be paid at the end of the period. So it depends on the agreement, how you make the agreement with the bank, how you negotiate the periods and the cost. The cost is negotiable, can be negotiated as well. There is no certain that it can be 1,000. The profit for the bank. So in the eighth step, along with the normal mudaraba profit, in mudaraba saving account, the Islamic Bank and its own discretion may give the customer some additional profit. as a gift or monthly basis. So which means in here, the customer has got the right to use this $10,000 on the Mudaraba account, to transfer to the Mudaraba account, which means with the purpose to earn some money. Even they can generate, let's say 20%, which is more by 10%, whatever you're giving as profit to the bank, you may generate more money on it. So suppose the customer has utilized 5,000 bucks through the card, then he's obligated to pay the amount approximately equal to, which consists of 5% utilized in credit amount and plus murabaha profits. So you can ask the bank using the credit card to earn the money on it. Do you have any question? You're using the credit card to create another account, which is Mudaraba account. Mudaraba, what is it? Mudarib and Abul Mal, like you're sharing, you're giving the money, and the bank is investing your money in specific project, and where they earn some money on it. After that, the profit will be shared as you are agreed. But if you don't want to put into Mudaraba account, you want to use for your personal use, then you are welcome. There is no certain obligation on this. Okay, now, so far, we said that credit cards has got two different types: Ujra-based credit card and Tavaruk-based credit card. When you do with the Tavaruk credit-based card, it is based on the Murabaha agreement or Muwasama agreement. So mostly it is based on Murabaha. Coming to the last retail product of Islamic banking, it is Islamic current account and Islamic investment account. So what it means in here, Islamic current account is just providing a regular account that you have in a conventional banking system, where you just deposit money and you can withdraw at any time, any amount of your deposited money. You don't earn anything, you just keep your money in your account. Like I have my salary account, it can be, by the way, a salary account. Your current account can be used as a salary account where my money is received, deposited there. I can withdraw and I can use it, any money on it. So you are as well welcome to withdraw anytime, any amount. So this is all about current account that you're already familiar with conventional current account. There is no difference. So both, they don't charge any interest. Okay, coming to the saving account, the difference between saving and current account, the saving account, it gives you some profit. So if you put your money into the saving account, you're putting with the purpose to earn money. Yes, of course, Ademi, it can be done in any currency. It can be in any currency that the banks allows. For example, in this Al Hilal Bank, they allow you in 3 currency, which is euro, dollar, and of course, tenge. Maybe, I'm not sure, British pound as well. But other banks in not Islamic banks, I'm talking, in Kazakhstan, they allow you to put the money in British pound as well. Okay, one thing in saving account, that when you receive the profit, it should be shared between bank and the customer. And the ratio is discussed before putting the money into this account. And they will tell you on which type of agreement your deposited money will be invested. It will be murabaha or musharaka, any contract they will tell you. Don't worry about it. So this is how it works. You just make a contract, let's say mudaraba contract, as I told you. You deposit money. Mudaraba is when you give your money and the bank is as expertise and the fully manager, he is managing your money. At the end, they share the profit or loss. And of course, they make some profit, they share with you, or they give you fully. It depends how you make negotiation with Islamic Bank when you put your money into it. It can be 70 to 30, it can be 40 to 70. So we're going to have some examples, you will understand better. Here's an example. Okay, what Alnur is asking. Does the amount of the money saving account impact on the profit share ratio? Very good question. Yes, it does. It does. Somebody on the microphone. More people connected. Bahidjan, welcome. Okay. Now, it's good question. And let me just oops. Okay, let me go with this example and we will follow to the website of the Al Hilal Bank and I will show you some saving account based on Mudaraba and Wakala, etc. Okay. So you deposit your money into saving account, let's say 200,000 bucks. Mudaraba profit sharing ratio will be 30 to 70. 30% will get the bank and the 70% will get to you as a profit from the profit, not guys, I want to inform you, I am using free of charge this Zoom, okay? And if our video stops, it doesn't mean that our lecture ended. I will reconnect again, okay? Because they are giving some limiting in timing. So we have to reconnect again the conference. Still, the university did not finance it, but I don't want to lose the time and decided to use the free version of it. Now, you okay? Who come? You deposited 200,000. You agreed on Mudaraba contract, which is 30 to 70, and your money will be invested in a specific project. The net profit from bank's asset is 10%, and profit earned from asset will be $20,000. Okay, available for distribution. So the bank share of profit will be 30%. Net profit in means in here, guys, let's say the bank invested and he generated $20,000 net, which means excluding all different types of costs. So this $20,000 is a pure profit by after adjustments. Then this $20,000 should be shared between bank and the customer. Banks get its 30%, and the customer will get its 70% of profit. And calculation of customer's final return will be 7%. And how it's calculated? It's amount of the money that you invest and how much money you earn as a profit. There's 14,000 generated. Yes. Is the net profit margin known in advance or not? No. The net profit is not known in advance. It cannot be known. You don't know how much money you can earn from a specific project. It's just an example given here that they realize 10% of profit from the amount. Of course, it's risky. This is what it is about, actually, sharing the risk and sharing the profit. So here's a note as well. The loss, if any, shall be borne only by the capital provider. Who is the capital provider? Is the customer. Okay, this is the calculation we done. Okay, coming to the investment account. In investment account, Islamic investment account can be considered as a substitute for conventional fixed time deposit. This account enables the customer to deposit some of the money with a bank throughout the specific period of time, like 3 to 12 months. With no option, with the option, of course, to withdraw the profit, not withdrawing the principal amount, guys, okay? In an investment account and the saving account, there is some restriction in withdrawal, but some banks allow to withdraw some amount. But in basically investment account, they allow you to withdraw mainly only the profit, not the principal amount. If you put your money for 3 months, you will be using only, you will be waiting for 3 months to finish and realize your profit if there is a profit. If not, no. So in here, the Islamic investment account is structured into two parts. It's Mudaraba and Wakala. Mudaraba, as you know, is a partnership in profit where one party provides the capital, Rabul Mal, another party provides the management or labor force as a Mudarib. So in this contract, the depositor acts, or customer, they act as a Rabul Mal, the provider of capital, and the bank acts as a manager of that provided capital. So the proportion of the deposit would be invested in various projects, and the profit is shared in ratios as agreed upon between the parties, so before signing the contract. So the Wakala, coming to the Wakala, which means a preservation, to hold it, to keep it, to retain the money. Legally, the Wakala can be defined as the delegation of one person for another, like an agent, to take their place in known or permissible dealing. So you are given a permission to a bank to use your money in a certain project. In this regard, the Wakala deals in other properties and preserve them in return for a specific fee, known as a Wakala fee. So to differentiate the Mudaraba from Wakala, in Mudaraba you don't pay any fee, but in Wakala you pay some fee for using your fund, like fund management fee. This is how it works. So it's straightforward. Mudaraba contract, term deposits, you put some money, you agreed with the ratio, and the banks are going to arrange this money into some account. In Wakala, we pay fee for using our own capital. You paying the fee that the bank is managing your money and investing in somewhere, and the profit you realize it goes to you. Okay. Here's the Wakala and Mudaraba. You see the investment accounts. Okay. Wakala and Mudaraba. Wakala is a deposit, is a safe and suitable investment. Here's the given in Al Hilal Bank. Terms and condition of Wakala deposit. They say the currency should be tenge or US dollar, nothing more. So it cannot be in euro, it cannot be British pound. So it should be tenge or US dollar. The minimum amount of Wakala, it should be 150,000 tenge or 500 USD in terms of dollar. And the terms of placement, it should be from 1 to 24 months. So if you put for 9 months, you cannot withdraw your money, the principal amount, before the 9 months ends. Profits at the end of the term. Additional top up to the deposit without restriction, and partial withdrawal not permitted. So you cannot withdraw your money at all. But however, you can add up your deposit. If you put, let's say, $500 and you sign the contract, let's say, let's make an example here. You put, by the way, in 30 seconds, our conversation will end up. I think we shouldn't continue. Wait a little bit. 20 seconds left. Kind of jerk. So if you signed for 9 months and you want to add more deposit, you can add, but however, you cannot withdraw. This is what they say. What's up? Still working, guys. They prolonged our timing. Are you with me or the conference ended? Just a second. Okay, great. It means they prolonged our timing. That's very good news. Thank you for them. Okay. Now, as you can see, so let me go with an example in here. We agree that we are gonna put our money for 9 months. We're gonna put $500. No, you pay the fee in Wakala as well.